Hello, hello, hello. How's it going?
Hey everyone, hi. I am feeling amazing to be back on the stream. How about you, Mary? How does it
I
feel?
am so happy to be here. This is your first time on the stream during AI ML week, right?
That is correct, and they'll have to be probably be bearing me for a couple of other streams. But yeah, this is a good start here.
Folks are gonna be so excited to have you on throughout this week. Um, I asked everyone what their favorite thing about day one was, and a bunch of people are talking about Nick's Dolly stream, which you're the
Right?
first person who ever showed me that platform.
Yes, and I'm sure you loved looking at what Dolly is capable of.
Yeah, I well, this is a bit of a spoiler because I put it in the slides later, but I watched Nick's stream and there were so many like genuinely mind-blowing things that it's able to do.
That's correct. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but there was someone in the chat who suggested that Nick should actually be asking Dolly to create a map of the MLH office, and they
Yes.
actually did that.
Yeah, it's so impressive. As we get started, I'd love to hear what everyone else's favorite part of day one was. Let us know in the chat. Oh, it was 404 who suggested that.
Oh,
Classic.
yes, that's correct.
Before we get too deep into the stream, welcome everyone. You're at day 2 of Global Hack Week AI ML Week. We are so happy to have you here. We had a really great day 1 yesterday, but before we start to talk about that, let's introduce ourselves super quick. My name's Mary. I work here as our first party events manager. So I get to work on the events that we run in house at Major League Hacking. Before I worked here, I was a hackathon organizer myself and a hacker. So that's how I got involved in the community. And my fun fact is just that I had a really great day 1 yesterday. It was really lovely getting to reconnect with a lot of you and go hang out on some of the streams. So I'm just happy to be here. Siddharth, what about you?
Hey everyone, if you've not seen me yet, I'm Siddharth. I work as a first party events coordinator at MLH. And my highlight or my fun fact here is I attended a stand up show and I made a couple of new friends. What amazing ways to make friends!
That is such a good place to make friends. Like you have something in common and you can laugh about the jokes together. It's perfect.
That's right, totally.
um, let's talk a little bit about day 1. We had a really, really awesome start to the week yesterday. Lots of really cool streams. We don't have time to highlight every single one of them, but I did pull some of my favorite things. And one of those is y'all participated in Ryan's favorite mini event. We had some Bob Ross MS Paint going on.
Love the energy. I can feel the energy that might have been on that stream. Great
Yes.
work here.
I really like the colors that this hacker decided to go with.
That's right.
So I had to share it. Um, next one we have is a little bit of a non-traditional Bob Ross MS Paints. Maybe not an MS Paint to be totally fair,
That's
but
right.
a really impressive one, I think.
Yeah, shout out to them for actually taking the effort to go and draw it on paper. Amazing
Totally.
work.
We love to see it. If the hacker who made this is in chat, let us know. Um, and then I had to pull one of just the classic the spray paint can. I think
Mhm.
this technique is called. It's a very common MS Paint technique because it is such a solid one. So I love to see this one too.
That's right. And I feel global hack weeks are not complete with any of these, at least one of these images. It's a good start there.
Yes. Next up, we have a little bit of the Dolly plugin that we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
So I know a bunch of y'all were there because I saw people talking about it in the chat earlier. But Nick made a plugin to play Dungeons and Dragons with Dolly. And we're going to be testing this out on Friday. I'm going to actually be playing D&D on the stream in Nick's campaign over here.
Wow, I can't wait to be there on the stream to look at how that game goes.
I'm excited. I'm excited. The other folks playing are a lot more seasoned in D&D
Mhm.
than I am. I've only played, I think, it like 3 times, but I'm quite excited. It should be fun.
If you
Oh,
need,
we have the pencil, the person who did
oh,
the drawing one. We love
Hey,
it.
good job.
What were you saying?
I was saying if you need someone less experienced to practice your game with, I'm totally up.
Perfect. We can do a little practice round.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick detour because I saw this hacker ask this question a few times. We are gonna do a full Q&A after we get through our slides, but just to answer this really quick, how do I know which challenge we have to submit for the day? The challenges are completely optional and up to you. You can view all of them on our website, which is mlh.io/challenges. Thank you to this hacker who already put it in the chat for me. You can see them all there. Just go and look at them, whichever ones look interesting and fun to you. Go and complete those. You don't need to do all of them. You don't need to do any of them. They're just for fun. Back to our scheduled programming, though. The last thing I wanted to highlight is that we kicked off our AI ethics track. This is one of the events I was most excited about for the week. We had Will over here.
Amazing. And did we have Will play that instrument at the start of the stream?
Yes, he did.
Amazing.
That is like one of my favorite parts of his streams is he always
Me too.
starts them with this instrument.
Yeah, that's correct. Do we have a coffee stream also coming up?
We do.
Nice.
I do not remember which day it's on off the top of my head. Someone in chat might be able to help me out, but let me see if I can find it really quick. It is on Thursday the 9th. Will's gonna do his coffee stream, so mark your calendars for that one.
All of you have to be there for that stream. It's going to be a very unique one.
Yes, that is like I think one of the most fun mini events we do.
Totally.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening today. Siddharth, do you want to tell us about this first one?
Sure. We start off with a history of AI and ML session, and I know Isa is going to be talking about how it started off in the field of medicine and healthcare. So join Isa at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 11:30 p.m. IST for this.
Yeah. And then after that, we have Zane on the stream. He's going to be running a session of No Light. If you've never played this game before, essentially you try to replicate a web page without any of the kind of typical developer tools that you've had. It's really, really fun. You don't need any like web dev experience to go and participate. Go and join it. I promise you will have a blast there.
And then there's Timur with the text to speech and speech to text. Sounds like a lot of natural language processing knowledge that you're going to get. Join Timur at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 2:30 a.m. IST.
Yep. And then after that, we have Paul. This is Paul's very first Global Hack Week stream. So I'm expecting y'all to go give them a huge, huge welcome. Make them feel super welcome here at Global Hack Week. Paul is a PhD student, and he's going to be talking about some of the work that he's done. And you're going to learn how to use novelty detection. So this is going to be an awesome stream that's at 6 p.m. Eastern Time or 4:30 a.m. IST.
And then for all of you who are wondering why is it all Python streams happening, there is this Java stream happening for you by Fausia, which is called Using Java to Build Your Own API. Part 1 of that series happening at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 6:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we have Will back on the stream. I imagine he'll play that instrument for you again. He's going to be doing part 2 of the ethics track. This will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Time or 8:30 a.m. IST.
And then Ashwin is back with his Build Your Own Teachable Machines series. This is part 2. If you've not watched part 1, go watch it as well. Ashwin is going to be live at 1 a.m. Eastern, which is 11:30 p.m. IST.
And then after that, we have Vinayak on this stream. He's going to be here at 5 a.m. Eastern or 3:30 p.m. IST with Spyfall. If you haven't played Spyfall before, it's essentially a... I don't even know how to describe this game. It's very fun. It's kind of like Among Us, but without the technical aspect of it. Like basically there's one spy on your team and you're trying to figure out who it is by asking questions. It's a ton of fun though, little game of deception. So go and join him for that.
And then we have Karuna. Is this Karuna's first stream, Mary?
Yes, this is her first stream of the week.
That's nice. So you go join Karuna on this stream, which is about creating a chatbot, the first part of the series happening at 6 a.m. Eastern, which is 4:30 p.m. IST.
Yes. And then after that, we have Carrie on the stream. This is going to be at 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 6:30 p.m. IST for Scribble.io. So if you missed the other Scribble session, go to this one. It's a really fun doodling game. I like to play this one with my friends online. So make sure you go and join her for that.
Then we have Kari again with an intro to AI ML in apps with iOS, which is part 2 of the series, happening at 9 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. IST.
Yes. And I believe that is our last event of day 2. So another very, very busy day for y'all. I imagine we have a lot of questions, though. I already saw a bunch come through.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be hanging out on here answering any of those questions you have about anything Global Hack Week. So let us know what you have. And if you asked one and we missed it while we were talking, just repost it. Oh, I was literally trying to click on this one, but we can absolutely do a swag drop. We'll give it a few questions before we do one though. Hello, Matt. We are happy that you're here. The folks want to know where you're streaming from, Siddharth.
I am streaming from India, that's correct.
This is a good one. I wonder if they'd ever do Gartic phone. We've done that at some of our hosted by MLH events. We can totally do that at Global Hack Week.
Sounds like a fun game.
Matt, I said hi to you before you even posted this. You didn't even need to ask. Here's a good question. Is there a day 2 check-in link? There is not. We got rid of our daily check-in links, I think back at our December Global Hack Week. You don't need to check in every day. You just need to check in on the week-long page. So no need to check in on a day 2 page. Do you want to take this one, Siddharth?
Yeah, the session recordings are going to be up on Twilio. I'm sorry, Twitch, my bad. It's going to be up on Twitch for 30 days. That's how long Twitch allows us to keep it there. But you'll always find it up and running on a YouTube channel. Go look for Major League Hacking. You will have all of those, including the Global Hack Week streams that we have run earlier, all of them all together on our YouTube channel.
Yep, exactly. What other questions do y'all have? Are there any pet sessions coming this week? I mean, I don't know that we have a like pet themed session, but if y'all start a pet thread over in Discord, I will absolutely put some of those photos in our daily streams.
I think you should definitely do it.
Yeah.
There's no saying no.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think we missed a question here, which was on what basis do we get points?
That's a great question. So the points are given to you for anything that you participate in during Global Hack Week. So that could be a session that you attend. If you check in, you get a point, or that could be a challenge that you complete. If you complete anything from like using Java to saying hello to someone in your guild, I think are 2 of the challenges today. You get a point for each of them. One kind of important thing to distinguish, and a question we get a lot, is like if the points have to do with the way you kind of completed the project or your implementation. They do not. We do not do any judging at the event. So there isn't someone like comparing your code to someone else's code and deciding, which one is more technically advanced and awarding points like that. Everyone gets the same amount of points. They're totally made up and just for fun, and just as a way for you to track how you did and how much you're completing throughout the week. What other questions do we have?
We have a couple of questions about challenges. Do you want to take that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me pull up the challenges page real quick. Give me 1 second. And I will...
While you're pulling that up, I'm going to look for other questions in the chat.
Just to show a little bit of the ones we have today. These are just from our Global Hack Week website. If you navigate here to the challenges tab. So some of the ones today: design a layout for an AI-powered app. Join your guild chat and say hello in it. Learn about algorithms. Use speech to text or text to speech. you'll notice that lots of our live sessions have a corresponding challenge. So Dimmer's doing a session on this. So if you were to go to Dimmer's session, you could complete this challenge, get a point for it, and get a point for checking into their session. So yeah, those are some of the ones today. Any in here that stick out to you, Siddharth?
I think I'm particularly excited about the one that you just scrolled past. You mind scrolling up a little more? Yes, I'm excited about the learn about algorithms thing. Like I was discussing with you earlier, that's something that's going to be very handy to everybody here in the chat. So I'd recommend you go check that out and complete that if you can.
Yes, highly, highly recommend. We also have a lot more algorithm-based sessions coming up later in the week. So this is going to really help you prepare for those if that's something that, you want to dive deeper into. Steven's going to be doing an entire track where he goes through different algorithms used in machine learning. So this is going to be, really helpful for setting you up for success over there. But yeah, that's some of the cool challenges we have going on. Let me navigate back to our slides.
Yes.
What other questions do we have? Here's a good question. Why didn't I get points for the dev post challenges? The most likely reason you didn't get points for the dev post challenges is if the email you use on dev post is different than the one that you use to register for the event. So the email you use to register for the event is the only way we have to identify you. We don't know what other emails you use. And a lot of the kind of scoring is automated. So that is the most likely reason. If you open a ticket, I can help get it resolved though.
Another question around challenges.
This is my first day of hacking. Where can I take part in the challenges? Great question. So the challenges are submitted in one of two places. Let me just pull these up again. So let me find an example. Let's say you decided you wanted to do this challenge about designing a layout for an AI-powered app. So for this one, when you click on it, and don't think it's gonna share my tab. That is okay. We can switch to it. When you click on it, it pulls up a form where you submit it to. And this is true for all of these challenges. So like if I click on this speech to text one, I need to change the tab, it pulls up our DevPost page. So all of them are submitted either on DevPost or on that Google form. And you can figure out which one it is by either just reading the text because it says in here, or just clicking on the card. It's going to take you directly there. Good question, though.
And then a question about how can they check their points. We have an answer to that as well, which says you get it as an email. You can check your points on your email. Thank you for answering that, both of you.
Yes, and that email went out about an hour ago. If you don't see it, check your spam inbox. And if you still aren't finding it, go ahead and open a ticket. The kind of main reason why you might not have gotten it is if you aren't actually registered for the event. Let me just drop that in. That is the most likely case if anyone is having that issue. Here's a good question. What's the Spyfall session about? Okay, I feel like I'm not doing a good job of explaining this game. Siddharth, have you played Spyfall before?
I haven't.
Okay, I will do my best. So Spyfall is very, very fun. Essentially, you join a game with everyone there online, and everyone is assigned a role, and you are all assigned like a location. One person though in the group doesn't know where you're at, and you ask each other questions to try to figure out who the spy is. So the person who wasn't given any of the information, they're the spy. So they're listening to all the questions you ask and trying to figure out like, where are we? While everyone else is trying to ask questions that someone who didn't have all the information wouldn't be able to figure out. So like a good example is one round that I played, the location was a hospital, and we all had different jobs. So like, let's say like I had the job of like, I don't, like a doctor, and someone else was like a patient, someone else would be like a nurse, like anything you can think of. And then one person just would have no idea where we were. And so they would try to listen to the questions and figure out like, oh, they're at a hospital. But you also don't want to like give it away in your questions.
Sounds like a good game to make friends as well.
Mm-hmm. It is really fun for that because it's really fun. Let me know if that explanation made sense to anyone. It's one of those like once you play one round, you'll completely understand it kind of game.
Mhm.
Here we go. We used to call that Among Us in school. Yes, it's just like the game Among Us.
There's this question again about points. You want to take that?
For sure. So there isn't actually a point minimum to get swag. To get swag, there are just a few things you have to do. And some of you have actually already earned swag and probably saw that in your email already. So to get our basic swag for the event, you need to check into the event. You need to join the Discord server. You need to fill out our swag form, and you need to fill out our address form. All of those are in your email inbox, and it tells you if you have not personally done any of those. Once you've done all of those, you've earned your basic swag. If you want to earn more swag, which is our bonus swag, you have to attend 5 sessions. So they can be any 5 sessions. This one counts as one, but just any 5 live sessions throughout the week. That's going to earn you a bonus sticker sheet.
Nice. I see some other questions that Matt has been around answering, but we probably would want to answer this. Do you mind taking this?
Yeah,
Should
for
I?
sure. So if the code is dependent on modules which have to be installed to make it work, would it be counted for since it won't run? Yes, that is completely fine. We are not looking at your code for, a certain level of quality or anything like that. We aren't reviewing your code. So we're really just looking to, it's like a honor system. We want you to get something out of the challenges. The whole point of them is so that you learn something. So as long as you're doing that, like you've completed the challenge in our eyes. So that's totally fine if it's only going to run locally on your machine.
And then this hacker was in the top 3% of global Hack Week hackers.
Oh my goodness, congrats. It's amazing. Matt asked about swag drops. We do our best to get those out as quickly as possible. I do know there's a bit of delay in some of the fall swag drops. So if y'all have any specific questions on yours, that is one item that we can provide tracking info on. So email shippingquestions@emily.io, and fingers crossed we can get those to y'all as quickly as possible. Here's a good question. Will we get guild rank this time instead of percentage? We may release that at closing ceremony, a ranking of the most active guilds. We probably won't send it out in email, but stick around. We might do it at one of our streams. Top 1%. Congrats.
Wow.
That's awesome. Siddharth, do we want to do a swag drop today?
Sure. Thinking of what we would want them to do to get a swag. How about we ask everyone to tell us how their day one went by just using a couple of words, and then we pick
Love
one
it.
random comment from there.
I love it. So tell us how day one was just in a few words, and then we're going to pick somebody. We
Eyes
will
on the
give
chat now.
chat a little bit to catch up with us.
The chat's getting filled now.
Okay, we've got some coming in. Siddharth, I'm gonna let you do the honors and pick who is earning this swag.
So I'm going to close my eyes and then scroll and stop at a random chat,
Perfect.
because it would be unfair if I select something from here. So I'm going to close my eyes, scrolling down. This looks like a good spot. And here's our
There
winner.
you go. Woo! Congrats to this person. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this and then open a ticket in Discord and claim your swag drop. We'll just need your email to send it over to you.
Congratulations.
Huge congrats. Also, like these answers are all so good. I
Yeah,
feel like we just had such a strong day one, which I love to see.
yeah, we definitely did.
Someone said missed again. Do not worry, we give out lots of swag drops throughout the week. So if you missed this one, just keep coming back to streams. There will be lots more chances for you. We will give it another minute or two for any questions, and if there aren't any, we're gonna hop off here. So give us just a second. Siddharth, do you want to promo your streams that you have the rest of the week since you're here?
Sure. I'm doing a couple of streams. One of them is going to be a little technical. We're going to be talking about the library, which is called OpenCV, short for Open Computer Vision. We're going to learn a little bit of image processing and image manipulation, all of those things. Stick around if you're really interested in vision and pictures and image manipulation, all of those things. The second one is about promoting and enhancing inclusivity in the world of AI. We're going to understand what are the different kind of biases that might have been creeping in into your AI models and making sure we are able to rectify that and make it an even more inclusive world. Hope that gives away a little bit of what's coming in, but stay tuned.
Yes, I'm super excited for yours. And what day are your sessions on again?
The first one, the OpenCV one, is on Thursday, and the other one is on Friday.
Amazing. Y'all make sure you mark your calendars for those. I saw a few questions came in, so I'm going to answer these before we hop offline. Someone asked, how do I get involved in Win Swag? So if you're referring to the swag drops, they're totally random. We just give them out throughout the week to either hackers who are being involved in chat or being kind to other people in Discord. So the best way to earn them is just stick around and be active in the chat. I wish we could give them to every single person that is active in the chat. So I know lots of you are like doing all of those things and don't necessarily win one at each Global Hack Week, but we give out as many as we can. And then this person asked, if I worked on something before the week that matches a challenge, can I submit that or should I create something new? I would create something new. The challenges we want you to use as a way to like inspire a build for that particular day. You're always welcome to add on to something you've already done. I think an important distinction I always like to make, though, is that is oftentimes not allowed at a traditional hackathon. So always check the rules at events like that because ours are much more relaxed at Global Hack Week. So you can definitely add on, but I would recommend, not just submitting something you did in the past because it's not kind of in the spirit of like taking on that daily challenge. Couple
And
rapid fire ones. Oh, we've clicked on
sorry.
this one. Do you want to take
Yeah,
this one?
yeah. There's someone asking us which server. I'm going to drop the link in the chat so you can sign up and get into the MLH community Discord server where
Perfect.
everybody else is hanging on.
Yes. Perfect. I do not see any other questions, so we are gonna wrap it up in just a second. Any closing words for day 2 from you, Siddharth?
I think I've been always saying this, but focus on having fun, go talk to other
Yeah.
folks, make good friends, have fun, keep learning.
Yes, couldn't have said it better myself. Happy hacking, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you soon.